thankful for this beautiful day. I'm so grateful. Hey, Dr. Dan. Ooh, Dr. Dan, I got to talk to you. I'm going to send you a message. Get ready, Peru, May 2025. That's all I got to say. Okay, so I want to just welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. And I want to tell you about Rythmia for a quick second, because this is under the auspices of Rythmia. And then I want to talk to you about our topic today, which is, what does it mean when we say it's already done in the mind of God? What does that mean? What? And I got downloads on this. So I was like, this is the topic for this week. What does it mean when we say it's already done in the mind of God? This has to do with intention setting, affirmation, creation, manifestation. It has to do with understanding time, space, and extemporal reality. I'm telling you, hey, Diego, what's up, brother? Good to see you. All right. So are we ready? First of all, Rythmia. Hey, Lily, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome, everybody. So I'm here. Angela, great to see you. Welcome, Jacob. Great to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so really quickly, Rythmia, Life Advancement Center, Costa Rica. I'm here this week. I'm teaching The Answer Is You. I'm teaching plant integration, and it's amazing. Today is the people are going in their fourth ceremony, and people look different after 3 nights of ayahuasca. Check this place out. If you're here on the Facebook Live YouTube channel, the number's there. If you're on Instagram, you can look up rythmia.com. Now, what does it mean when we say it's already done in the mind of God? I was thinking about this, right? Like, it's already done in the mind of God. You're like, well, it ain't done, because the thing I'm praying for, the thing I am doing my affirmation about, the thing I'm writing my intentions about hasn't materialized in my existence. So how can you say it's already done? That's a big thing that people say in the New Thought movement. It's already done. It's done. And so it is. And so it is. What does that mean? What does that mean? Here's what it means to me. So when I'm ending a prayer and I say, and so it is, now so be it, I'm saying this, that in the unified field, what the quantum physicists would call the unified field, which is a realm of infinite potential and infinite possibility. All possibilities and all potentialities exist in the unified field. I would call that God. I would call that heaven. Infinite potential, infinite possibility. If all possibilities exist and all potentialities exist, then there are no problems, because every problem has a solution. There are no questions, because every question has an answer. That's infinite possibility, infinite potential. All exist. So it is that field that we access. In fact, that field is where our spiritual body resides, the perfection of who we are. When we say, oh, you're perfect just as you are, you go, I am not perfect just as I am. I can tell you all the things that are wrong with me, physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. I'll tell you all the things that are wrong with me. I'm not perfect. There is a part of you that is perfect. That's what the biblical scripture that says, I am the beginning and the end. I am the Alpha, the Omega, without beginning, without end, without birth and without death. There is a part of you, the I am consciousness, the Christed consciousness, the Buddha consciousness, the Kuan Yin consciousness is in you. The I am presence itself, consciousness itself is you, is in you. And that is the part of you that is perfect. That is the part of you that will never be hurt, harmed, or endangered. That is the part of you that was never born and will never die. And that is in you. That part of you is God within you. The innermost God and the uppermost God are the same God. That's the part of you that is eternal. And so that part of you exists, and there is this physical realm. Now think about this. There's a visible spectrum of light, and there's an invisible spectrum of light. There's red and infrared. It's all red, right? It's all red, but there's part that you can see and part that you can't see. Well, there's all me. This is me, the part of me that you can see, and there's a part of me that you can't see. There's a spectrum, an octave of who I am. Up and down, left and right, however you want it, whatever direction you want to say, there's a visible and an invisible part of me. Hey, what's up, brother? Mr. Smiling Chef, Matthew, great to see you. So this part of me that is invisible, this part of me that has no birth and no death, that is eternal, that is consciousness itself, that will never be hurt, harmed, or endangered, that is the perfection within me. That's the part of me that heals. That's the part of me that creates. That's the part of me that does things. So when we're looking at somebody who's sick, or we're looking at somebody who's broke, or we're looking at somebody who's having an issue, we can look beyond the issue to know that there is a part of them that's already whole and complete. There's a part of them that's thriving, success, economic well-being. There's a part of them that's health and vitality that's already exists. And if that part didn't exist, then medicine or science or psychology or plant medicine or anything couldn't do anything. Prayer couldn't do anything, because none of those things, prayer, plant medicine, psychology, science, medicine, that none of those things can create life. The I am presence within you is what created life. And that is the part of us that is creative. That is the part of us that we access when we become creators of our own life experience. That's why I can say, I am the creator of my life experience. I'm not a victim anymore. I am the magician of my life experience. I'm the alchemist of my life experience. I create what I want from the I am. I am. Now, when I'm praying, when I'm using an affirmation, I'm saying, this is the truth with a capital T. I know if I'm praying for someone who's sick, I say there is health and wholeness within you. There is a perfection in the center of every cell of your body. And if you think of it, every atom has a nucleus and a proton and an electron, and that's perfect. It's a perfect array. There is a perfection at the center of every atom of your body. That is the God particle. That is the perfection within you. And when we call that forth, there's something within you that's already perfect. There's something within you that's already whole. There's something within you that's already complete. And that is what heals you. That is what births you. That is what we create with. So now when I'm praying for somebody, an affirmative prayer treatment, and they're sick, and I'm saying there is health within you. There is a perfection within you. I'm not denying the illness, but the art of prayer, the art of affirmation, the art of intention is to hold a vision of something that is independent of circumstance and condition, to hold a vision of something that has nothing to do with what the five senses are telling you. The five senses might be telling you that guy's sick. The five senses might be telling you I got $0 in my bank account. The five senses might be telling you I'm alone and I ain't got nobody. I ain't got nobody. Okay, so that's what the five senses are telling you. Prayer, affirmation, intention is holding a vision of something independent of circumstance and condition. You know who did that? Martin Luther King Jr. I have a dream. You know who did that? Nelson Mandela. This is the world I want to see. You know who does that? You and me. We get to do that. We get to say, independent of circumstance and condition, I know there's a perfection. I know that abundance exists. I know that prosperity exists. I know that health exists and vitality exists. I know it exists. And it's already there in the realm of infinite potential and infinite possibility. That's what we call the mind of God, the realm of infinite potential and infinite possibility. Have you heard the phrase, what you are seeking is seeking you? Have you heard the phrase, what you want wants you back? Have you heard that? Now, sorry, I got off track. Okay, when you say that what you are seeking is seeking you, what you want wants you back, that's a fundamental premise of the law of attraction or the law of radiation. That I have to radiate out something, I have to be something, I have to feel something in order for that to be attracted to me, to call it to me. What am I calling it? Where am I calling it from? Where does it exist? It exists in the mind of God. It exists in the realm of infinite potential and infinite possibility. It exists in the unified field, the singularity, whatever. It exists in heaven, whatever you want to call it. It's an energetic field that is outside of time and space. It is extemporal. It exists extemporally. So that exists already. That possibility of you living the life that you love exists. The possibility of your health and wholeness exists. The possibility of your prosperity and economic well-being exists. The possibility of your lifelong intimate partner exists. The possibility of you expressing yourself fully exists. Now, our job is to hold that vision independent of what the five senses are telling us. Thank you, Cindy baby said, preach, baby. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Cindy. I'm feeling it. All right. So I'm holding that. I'm holding that vision independent of circumstance and condition. And when I say it's already done in the mind of God, I have to be an opening for that to break through from time outside of time and space, to break through from the eternal. What is eternal? Eternal is extemporal. I used to think when I was a kid, eternal is a lot of time. Ooh, that's a bunch of time put together. No, eternal is extemporal, outside of time and space. It doesn't exist in the space-time continuum. It exists outside of time and space. And so it exists in the unified field. And I have to call it, I have to be it here in this dimension so that I can call it forth from the eternal, from the unified field. What I want wants me back. It exists, but I have to be it now so that I can call it forth. What you want wants you back. What you like likes you back. What you are seeking is seeking you. If you are vibrating at the right frequency. And that vibrational frequency is our work. So we use affirmation, intention, and prayer to open up our emotional body, because the emotional body is what feels. The emotional body is what vibrates. And so I'll tell you that the universe doesn't speak English. God doesn't speak English or Spanish or Russian or Swahili or Urdu or Arabic or any of that. God speaks vibration. God speaks frequency. And so I have to feel what I want. I have to feel the vibrational frequency of having it. But here's the work that we have to do, because I could say I want $1 million. But if my emotional body's like, bitch, you ain't even seen $500,000. How you gonna get $1 million? You ain't even seen $100,000. So your emotional body, you're saying this, your emotional body's like over here going, So just saying an affirmation, just saying a prayer, just saying an intention doesn't do it. You gotta feel it. You gotta have your emotional body in alignment with your you got to have your emotional body in alignment with your word, for your word to have power. You got to have your emotional body in alignment with your want, with your true and good desire. When your true and good desire, I want a new job. I want to live it. I'm working in an office and I want to be a healer. I'm working in an office and I want to do something that makes a difference in the world. Great. You want that. Your emotional body's like, but we have to do this. So there's a disconnect. Right? So you got to do whatever you got to do to bring your emotional body into alignment with your desire. And then the word that you speak has power. So what do we got to do to get our emotional body in alignment? Well, we do our spiritual practice is what we do. We keep our physical body in harmony. We eat well, we hydrate, we sleep well, we exercise, we eat whole foods. We are in community with people, high vibration community. We do plant medicine, we meditate, we do breath work, all the things we have to do to clear out all the stuff that's not us, all the stuff that isn't the reality of who we are. That's how we get our emotional body into alignment with our want, with our desire. Once we can clear out the emotional body and get our emotional body into alignment through our spiritual practice, then the words that I speak have power, because they become an opening. I become an opening for that which exists in the unified field to break through me into time and space. You're a portal. You are an opening for God. You are an opening for good. You are an opening for prosperity. You are an opening for health and vitality. You are an opening for love. You are an opening for excellence. You are an opening for creativity, for all of that to come through. So my intention becomes a way that I bring my want and my emotional body into alignment so that I can become a space for that thing to express through. It comes through me. Get this, your heart is the bridge between your upper chakras and your lower chakras. Your heart is the bridge between the upper 3 chakras, which are the spiritual, and your lower 3 chakras, which are the animal, right? The grounded in the earth, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, then the heart. Then you have the throat chakra and the ajna and the crown chakra. And there's more, but just thinking of those. Your heart's the bridge between the upper and the lower. You are the bridge between heaven and earth. You are the opening through which the eternal breaks through. You are the opening through which your desire, your dream, your want, which is the true and good desire of God, because you and God are one, your desire, your want, your dream is waiting for you to be an opening, to clear out your emotional body, get rid of all the crap, the fear, the doubt, the lack, the worry, the limitation, the I'm not enough, clear all that shit out so that you can be open for what you want to break through into time and space. That's what we mean when we say it's already done in the mind of God. It is done in the infinite. It is done in the unified field. The possibility, the potentiality of that thing that you want exists. Now, your work, my work, is to clear out this body, the emotional body, so that it can become in alignment. I can actually believe and feel that I am excellent. I can feel that I am whole and complete. I can feel that everything is working together for my good. I can feel that everything always works out with me. I can feel that all my needs are met and more. I can feel that I am the creator of my life experience. I am the magician of my life experience. I am the alchemist of my life experience. I create what I want, and I want X. This is where we become creators of our life experience. And what we want wants us back. What we want exists in the mind of God, already done in the infinite, already done in the realm of potential and possibility. We now create the opening for it to emerge in time and space. This is the metaphysical practice of creation. You used to call it manifestation. We're going to call it creation. We're going to call it materialization, because that's actually what's happening. You are materializing something that exists in the invisible spectrum. You and me, we talked about the spectrum in the beginning of this talk. You and me, we are the material expression of an invisible idea of us. Consciousness is not in our brain or in our left toe. We live and move and have our beingness in consciousness. Our soul isn't in the body. Our body is in the soul. And so, woo, I just caught up with myself. Okay. Hey, woo, hello. Okay. So there's the invisible aspect of us, our consciousness. Our consciousness precedes form. So our consciousness exists, and the physical representation of our consciousness gets distilled and condensed into this body. So what you want exists in the invisible, and you have to do the work to condense it and distill it into physical form, materialization. You can materialize what you want. There's a formula for it. There's a formula for you doing this. And it starts with exactly what I was talking about. You got to clear out your emotional body. And then you got to get clear on what you want. You got to get clear, crystal clear on what you want. And once you know what you want, what you need, what you desire, what you deserve, once you know that, then you got to get your emotional body into alignment with your want. You got to get your emotional body cleaned out of all the I'm not enough, nothing ever works out for me, everybody gets it but me, life passes me by, I'm stupid, I'm not smart, people are smarter than me, other people are more organized than me. Trust me, I got I got them too. So we got to do some work, and it's not a one and done. It's not a one and done. Because we're going to get pulled by the lower frequency vibrations of all this stuff that exists in the planet and in the mind, in the race consciousness. It exists that there's war, that there's famine, that there's death, that there's all this shit that exists in the race consciousness. We're constantly being pulled down by that. So we got to use prayer. We got to use meditation. We got to use exercise and diet and nutrition. We got to use community and relationships. We got to use plant medicine. We got to use affirmation. We got to use intention to lift our minds above confusion, get our spiritual body clear, our emotional body clear, so that when we speak our word, it has power. because you are the creator of your life experience. You have all the power that created all the heavens and all the earth within you. The same power that's spinning the planet right now without human compulsion is moving you. And guess what? You're doing it right now. We're always creating. We're always creating. Most of us are not creating intentionally because our emotional body is what creates it. Our emotional body is typically like, you ain't good enough. You ain't got what it takes. You can't do it. No, didn't work out before. What makes you think it's going to work out again? That's the emotional body stuck there. So we got to purge that shit out. Get rid of it. You can do that through meditation. You can do that. I'm feeling it too, man. I'm feeling it. You got to do your plant medicine. You got to do your retreats. You got to do your journaling. You got to do your prayer. You got to do your meditation to constantly keep this thing lifted up so that you can create the life that you want, because it ain't up to nobody but you. No victimhood. I'm not a victim. I'm not giving my power away. Do you want to give your power away? No. Do I want to give my power away? No. We aren't giving our power away. You're a king. You're a queen. Some of us are both kings and queens. What can I say? We're kings and queens. We're gods and goddesses. What do you want to create? Get your want clear. Get your want clear. Clear out your emotional body. Speak your word, and it will materialize. I think that is our Facebook Live today, our Instagram Live today, our YouTube Live today. I'm so grateful and so thankful that you all showed up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. Now, I release this word. I release this live has been a prayer, and I release it into the law, which says it is done to us as we believe. And I believe that it is done. I believe that we are whole. I believe that all is well. I believe that all our needs are met and more. I believe that we are the creators of our life experience. I believe everything is working together for our good. I believe that everything always works out for us. I believe. And so it is. It's already done in the mind of God, and so it is. Now, so be it. Thank you. God bless you. God keep you. God shine his face upon you and bring you peace. Amen. All right.